Hey everybody, I am here. I'm going to do a quick haul video. Today was Martin Luther King Day, so the kids didn't have school. Because they didn't have school, we decided to do a little day-long adventure. So we went to a store called McKay's, which is a used bookstore in Nashville. We went to The Great Escape in Nashville, which is a comic book slash record slash movie store. The big thing is records and comic books, but they do have movies and CDs, tons of other stuff. So we went to those, and then we went to a store in Gallatin, which is right outside of Nashville, called Ollie's. Ollie's is having a DC comic blowout sale. I've said a lot in this video. I guess I'm just not used to doing YouTube videos anymore, so I'll try to watch that. So we went to Ollie's, which is a bargain outlet store, and they're having a DC blowout. So they have graphic novels for a fraction of the price that it cost if I were to buy them at a comic book store. In fact, I've seen people on Facebook groups that I'm in who are going to Ollie's, buying the books, and then selling them on the Facebook group to make money. But a lot of people have Ollie's near them, so it's not working very well. So let's start with the first store we went to, which was Ollie's. The first things that I got was 4 graphic novels. And I'm going to do an entire Ollie's haul. I went to this one because I wanted to see what they had. And also, I found the complete run of Neil Gaiman on Batman Neil Adams on Batman in the thick hardback books. And I found 1 and 2. I've seen other people have found 3, but I wasn't able to find 3 at the Bowling Green, Kentucky location, which is where we've been to before. So I wanted to check in Gallatin to see if they had it, because it's only about 45 minutes away from where we live, so it's not that big of a drive, especially with us going to Nashville today. So the first book that I got there is Tales of the New Gods. I love the New Gods. They're some of my favorite characters. I think they're so interesting, especially Darkseid, who I think is one of my favorite villains. He's probably not my favorite, but he's probably top 10. And if you're a Thanos fan, Thanos is a ripoff of Darkseid. So this one is written and drawn. You have some John Byrne in here, Walter Simonson, and you've got Frank Miller, Jim Lee, Jeff Loeb, Art Adams, Dave Gibbons, several others. You don't have any Kirby in here, unfortunately. Kirby, of course, invented the New Gods, but still, you've got some newer New Gods stuff, and I'm excited to read through this. This was $3.99, and it's originally $19.99. So I saved $16 on this. I bought Batman in the 40s. This contains the first appearance of Dick Grayson, who is one of my favorite characters as Nightwing and also as Robin. I have a Nightwing tattoo. Not sure if I can angle it properly, but it's right there. And this does contain his first appearance, or reprinting, and it contains several other Batman stories from the 40s. This was originally $19.99, and again, it was $3.99. So I saved $16 here. I already have Batman from the 50s. I didn't see Batman from the 60s at either Ollie's. So if I do catch that out somewhere, I'll pick it up. Still, I love these early issues from comics that were before I was born, or comics that are ultra collectible and you can only get in reprint format. Well, you can get them, but they're very expensive. Once I finish my complete run of Amazing Spider-Man, I'm not going to go after any more high-end collectible books as far as series goes. I'll buy more keys, but I'm not going to collect complete runs of these keys. I'm going to go, or of these series. I'm going to go with the trades because it's just more economical. The next thing that I got was Superman in the 70s. This was $3.99, marked down from $19.99. I already have Superman in the 40s, 50s, and 60s, So this completes the Superman in a decade. So this one was a $16 savings too. It was $3.99, which I think I just said. And then the other one that I have, I was actually glad to find. One of my friends picked this up at the one in Bowling Green, and I had picked it up when I went there, but put it back to, I was thinking, well, I'll come back later once payday comes through or what have you. I'll come back later and I will get this issue. Well, when I went back, it wasn't there, but they did have it in Gallatin. So I thought I was going to have to ask my friend to borrow his to read it, but I have my own. This one is $2.99 and its original price was $14.99. So that's an $11 savings on this. And this is Luther by Brian Azzarello and Lee Bermejo. I'm not sure how you say his name. Anyway, he's a fantastic artist. And Brian Azzarello is a fantastic writer. The art in here is phenomenal. So I will read this and the others that I have. The next place that we went to was a place called The Great Escape. At The Great Escape, I bought a couple of things. I found this for $5.99. It's Daredevil Special 3. I went ahead and picked it up. This is a Stan Lee story with John Romita Sr. art, and it has Spider-Man in it. So that's why I picked it up, because it's a 1972. Spider-Man had been out for 10 years, but it's an early-ish Spider-Man appearance. So I'm going to read that. And then I also purchased this, which I thought was just hilarious. This one I actually haven't taken the tag off yet. It was $3.99 plus 10% off. 10% off both the Daredevil and this, which is the sale that they're running. Well, they're always running it. This is called The Cross and the Switchblade. And I picked this up because the cover is just so ridiculous. The boy in the red, whose name is apparently Nicky, as we see here, he says, "I could kill you, Preach." And he has a switchblade pulled on Preach. And Preach says, "Yes, you could, Nicky. You could cut me up into 1,000 pieces. And every piece will say, 'I love you.'" It's just ridiculous. So I had to pick that up. Jenna gave me a little bit of hell for it because she was like, "Why did you buy that? That's so silly." But to me, it was funny. Also, at The Great Escape, I picked up a couple of toys. The first one that I picked up is this Howard the Duck keychain. He has, under his eye here, a little blemish. It's a black mark. I was thinking maybe we could take a magic sponge and get it off, but the magic sponge didn't work. So Jenna's a very good painter as far as painting miniatures and things to that extent. She paints our D&D miniatures. So she's going to take some white paint, cover that up, and it'll look good as new. For 50 cents, I jumped on that because Howard is one of my favorite characters. Now, one of the reasons that I thought that was also such a great deal is because I could tell who I was getting. When you buy these blind bags, you don't know who you're going to get. And I hate that. I hate the idea of, oh, I'm going to pay and not know what I'm getting, because I might not like a certain character, or I might not care about a certain keychain. But this is Howard, so I was glad to have him. I found a couple of things that I thought were just fantastic. And I'll show you the first one, which Jenna found for me. And it's the reason that I purchased this. It's these little sets. And as you can see, it's Batman. The Batwing is right there. And on the back, there is a little Riddler clamp, which you can flip up and down to launch the Batwing. It also detaches, as you can see. The reason Jenna brought these over to me, though, is because of the little miniature figures in here. The one that she saw that she knew I'd want is this Nightwing miniature. And I see that that's blurry. Sorry, there you go. She found that Nightwing miniature, so I purchased it, I purchased the set. It also came with Batman and the Riddler. Those are a little blurry, I'm sorry. And the whole set was $1.99. They had two other sets. I went ahead and purchased those as well, just so I could set them up as a little display. The next one came with Joker, and he has this gun that you can fire. And then on the back, it comes with the Batmobile. The Batmobile, if you push this little lever here, it will shoot out like a projectile from the hood of the Batmobile. And this also comes off the back, the Batmobile and the road that it's attached to. And this set, son of a, there. Okay, sorry guys. These are mixed up too now. The battery died when I was shooting the video. But what I was gonna say was, with that set, I got these little minis of the Joker. These are hard to see because they're so small.
Put your hand behind them.
Jenna says to do this. That didn't work anymore. Harley Quinn. And the Riddler. And then the last set that I got was a it has this Batman set, this Batman set. It is shaped like Batman. There's a little freeze gun where if you push the button again, it shoots a projectile. On the back, there is this launcher, like a catapult, and it comes with 3 very, very small ice balls. And I'm not going to shoot that because I don't want it to fly across the room. And you can flick down and those will shoot. And with that set, it came with Mr. Freeze, Robin, and another Batman. Yeah, I told him you found those. That's Jenna in the background yelling. So I decided to go ahead and get all 3 sets. I was going to get the Harley one and the Nightwing one anyway. So I decided, why not just go ahead and get the Mr. Freeze one. And I got all 3 of those. Then also, the next store we went to was called McKay's. At McKay's, I got Superior Spider-Man Team Up, number 1. Which I don't have this team up, so I decided to get it. After I complete my ASM run, I think the next series that I'm going to pick up with Spider-Man will be the team ups. I'm going to go Marvel team up, and then of course the Superior Spider-Man team up. So I went ahead and grabbed that. That was $1.50. I got this variant cover. I don't remember if I had it or not. I didn't collect this Secret Wars series, but I like this action figure variant with Spider-Man on the cover. So for $1.50, I decided I'll give it a shot. If I don't have it, then great, I have it now. If I do have it, then whatever. And then I finally got this Jean Cologne Captain America. It's an anniversary edition. It was 75 cents, and it has a Jean Cologne sketch cover. I really like him because he did Howard the Duck for most of its initial run. So I fell in love with his art during Howard the Duck. Finally, we went to GameStop, and at GameStop I got this for $3. This is Zorn from the Son of Zorn TV show, a Funko Pop. It's pretty cheap because Zorn has been, the TV show Son of Zorn was canceled, unfortunately. It was one of my favorite shows. I'm not sure why it was canceled. I assume ratings maybe, but I loved the show. I looked forward to it every week. And then the final thing that I got today is the Guardians of the Galaxy, the Telltale series game. And this is for Xbox One, which Jenna has an Xbox One. So I'm excited to play this. I've never played any of the Telltale games before, but from what I understand, they're direct adaptions of graphic novels, and they're released in segments. Like this game will contain the first segment of the game, and then another segment will be released later. I'm not sure that that's how it works, but that's what the lady at the store explained to me and reading online. That's what I saw. So I wanted to try it. I love the Guardians of the Galaxy. I have all the first appearances of the Guardians of the Galaxy, except for Drax. And the only reason I don't have Drax is because his first appearance is also Thanos' first appearance, and everybody is nuts for that at the moment. So I'm going to wait for it to die down and hopefully find a deal. Anyway, that is my haul for today. I got some little miniature figures that I'm going to set up on my dresser. I got some comic books, some graphic novels, and then this game and the Funko Pop. Everything together, I think I spent about $45 for everything. So I don't think that was that bad of a deal. If I wouldn't have got the game, it would have been $35. So you can't beat that for 6 comics, 4 graphic novels, 3 little sets, a Howard the Duck keychain, and this is my first haul of 2018. Oh, one other thing that I did get is Cards of Humanity, the Sci-Fi Expansion Pack. This wasn't on sale like all the other stuff I bought, so this was $3.99, which is its regular price. But I love these expansion packs. They usually have some cool stuff in them. So we'll play with this, Jenna and I, and I will display some, read some, and just have them around. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.